Yeah, they're all
That's right.
Yeah. Good point.
Find a little bit tomorrow.
There you go.
I plan on going.
Sir.
Yeah.
Do you have any
I told Abby it was my last meeting today. Hooray! Yeah, kick this pig.
All right?
Yeah, do it to it.
Okay. All right. This is our SINE DIE meeting, the last meeting of 2013, so that we can close up our business and begin our reorganization for January 1, 2014. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and attend any meetings of public bodies in which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with this act, the mayor and council of this borough have caused notice of the meeting today to be published by having a daytime and place posted in the Borough Hall, and notices were sent in December of last year to the record in the Ridgewood News. The mission of this governing body is to provide essential services through the establishment and implementation of public policy to safeguard our infrastructure and provide courteous and professional services to our residents. We do this through research and prudent planning. We are always sensitive to the needs of our taxpayers while improving these services. We also realize that this governing body cannot be all things to all people within revenue constraints imposed by the current economic conditions, state mandates, and prevailing attitudes about taxation. There are 3 exits in council chambers, 2 to the front and 1 to the rear. We're on the record both by video and audio. If a member of the public wishes to speak during the public portion of the meeting, they need only give us their name and address, and they can make any statement or ask any question. If I could first do a salute to the flag. Can we have Councilwoman-elect Ellen Booth lead us in a salute to the flag?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, can we have a roll call?
Councilwoman Murphy?
Here.
Councilwoman Freda?
Present.
Councilman Pola?
Here.
Councilwoman Miller?
Here.
Councilman Bartoloni?
One last time. I'm here.
Councilman Caballero?
Here.
And Mayor Mastroianni.
Present. All right, can I have a motion, please, to approve the minutes of the mayor and council for the work session and regular meeting of December the 16th, 2013?
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the mayor and council work session of December 23rd, 2013?
So moved. Second.
We didn't have a meeting.
There was no.
on
Oh, whoops.
Oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry. Okay.
Are you sure? I remember it being fantastic before.
No, you're right.
We didn't have a meeting.
We had a motion to cancel that meeting.
We left it on the agenda.
The meeting was canceled.
I apologize.
See that? And I'm still awake.
We seconded and moved it.
First order of business is to present a plaque of appreciation to Councilman Alphonse Bartoloni. Councilman, this plaque is awarded in appreciation for dedicated and valuable contribution and is a desire to serve the best interests of all of the borough of residents of River Edge, signed by me and the council. Alphonse.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Alphonse, any last, you want to say a couple words?
Sure, you want me to do it now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I have more than a few, so if everyone bear with me. This last time, may as well make it good. I usually don't write things down, but for today I thought I would, just so I didn't forget anybody or anything. First of all, I want to thank Denise, Alan, and Judy for working so hard to make these meetings run smoothly and for being an endless source of information when we needed it. has been a pleasure working with you for the past 3 years, and I will miss working with all of you, very truly. I also want to thank all the borough employees for the fine job that they do, often under difficult circumstances, and thank you all to all our volunteers for their time and energy. Our employees and volunteers do incredible work with limited resources. They really do make everyone up here look better. I want to thank Councilman Mignone. 3 years ago, I didn't know Ed at all. I said, yeah, I'll run for elected office, and they said, oh, well, this guy Ed's going to run with you too. So, all right, whatever. And you get lumped into this process together, and you start campaigning together, and you get to know each other, and surprisingly, we have far more in common than I ever could have possibly imagined. It's like different sides of the same brain sometimes, but the same brain. And you know, for anyone who's ever pledged a fraternity or sorority, you know what that process is like. It's, you go through these ridiculous rituals and routines, but you do it together. And Ed really is, he's my pledge brother. And that's how I think of him. During the last campaign, there was 2 of us and 1 of them. And so you're forced to consider what might happen if one of you loses. And I spent a lot of time thinking of that, and I really did hope, for the sake of the borough, that if one of us was going to lose, it was going to be me. See, Ed brings a skill set to the council that I just don't. I bring my training as an attorney, but we have Mr. Sarlo, who is an excellent attorney. We have a borough attorney who's here to guide the council in issues of law and policy, but Ed brings the skills as a municipal planner and as a licensed engineer to the council, and again, those are skills that I just don't have. Ed has years of experience with municipal budgets, and if you look at the work that he did with the generator out here, he really did save the borough thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the project came out far better than we could hope. I know he's going to be named as the finance chair, and I really do encourage all of you, listen to his advice. Listen to what he says, because he's a smart guy. He's probably one of the smartest people I know. Most importantly, I want to thank my wife and my children for allowing me to serve up here. She's home with our 3 children right now. She spent many nights alone because of this, many nights putting our children to bed by herself, helping with homework and bath time without me. And she dealt with my rantings and ravings when I'd come home and tell her, you won't believe what so-and-so said tonight, and for dealing with 2 campaign seasons. The first one, we just had Chloe, was born in June, so she was dealing with a newborn then, and this time also we just had Joe. And so she was dealing with a newborn, and for being by my side when the election results came in. I want to thank my children for understanding as best they could that, yes, Daddy had to go to another meeting. My daughter Abby today, I told her I had to go to a meeting, and I told her it was my last one, and she just said, hooray! And Chloe wouldn't let go of my leg because she didn't want me to go. So, you know, last, I just want to thank the people of the borough. I ran for office because I wanted to serve the town. I didn't do it for ego or as a means to higher office. Never had any of those aspirations. In fact, I never even told most people I was on the council. And a word of advice to those who are running for re-election: if there's an event the week before the election and the whole town's there, you don't come dressed as Captain America with a with a costume on, and so nobody could see who you are. But I just thought it was important to enjoy those kinds of things. you know, I hope I've made things better up here. I think our finances are in a much better situation than they were 3 years ago. Costs are down, surplus is up. The overall budget last year was the lowest in 7 years. And I really do think that the borough is poised for a renaissance. I really believe that. We have new construction in the south end of town, the Hoffman-Coos project. There's some of the projects on Kinderkamak are finishing up. And if you look, new construction's taking place along Park Avenue. People are investing in their homes and building new additions and building new houses. So I think really the town is set, it's primed for an expansion and a growth. I'm proud of the work I did, particularly the debt and surplus policies that I drafted, which I think can serve as a model for municipalities throughout the state. The efforts that we put into that were recognized by Standards & Poor's. I hope the bylaws that I drafted can serve as a model for the council meetings, like the last model bylaws were for another 100 years. You know, as an attorney, I have an ethical obligation to zealously advocate for my clients. And that is a belief that I brought to this council as well. And what I would say to everyone up here is that, you know, you have to put aside what's in the best interest of your political party, or what's in the best interest of you yourself, or what's in the best interest of a special interest group or a particular department in the borough. You always have to focus on what's in the best interest of the people of River Edge as a whole. And I hope I did that with my time here. Again, I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity to serve, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Alphonse.
Thank you.
I know those words came right from your heart. One of the things that Alphonse and I worked on for over a year was the adoption of a new set of bylaws. So the next order of business is actually part of the new bylaws, which is to, for the first time, open the meeting to the public on any issue on the agenda before council gets to vote on it. It's a major change in our bylaws because under the bylaws that we have been working with since 1927, we only opened the meeting to the public after we voted on things, which really didn't give the public an opportunity to comment on agenda items. So at this time, I'd like a motion to open to the public on any item on the SINE DIE agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Would any member of the public like to speak on any of the agenda items this morning? Can I have a motion to close the hearing to the public?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, next on our agenda are appointments and personnel changes. If every member of council would like to pull out for separate consideration or a vote any of the appointments and personnel changes, they could request that we have a separate vote. If not, I would like to approve those items by consent.
So moved. Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, in addition to the appointments and personnel changes that we have on our SINE DIE calendar, we have correspondence that's available at the Borough Clerk's office. We have monthly reports from the Library Board and the Historic Commission. We don't have any ordinances on today for first or second reading. We have resolutions by consent, which are 13-462 up to 13-472, which is the payment of the bills that our finance chair will separately move. Would any member of the governing body like to pull out for separate consideration, discussion, or vote any of the items on the resolution consent agenda? Can I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Ed, 13-472.
Thank you, Mayor.
Whereas vouchers for the payment of goods and services rendered to the Borough of River Edge have been received, and whereas each bill has been checked by the receiving department, approved by the Chief Financial Officer and Borough Clerk, and reviewed by the 3 members of the Finance Committee. Now therefore be it resolved that bills as listed now be confirmed for payment from the appropriate funds as follows. Current account, $539,739.08. Capital account, $26,748.70. Recreation account, $942.82. Animal welfare account, $338. Trust assessment account, $1,262. Trust other account, $75,686.14. Open space account, $1,768.76. Trust others developers account, $5,862.70. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Again, if we could have a motion to open the hearing to the public on any issue.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, this is an opportunity for the public to speak during the SINE DIE meeting for any issue that is affecting their interests or that they would like to comment upon. Any member of the public wish to speak? Can I have a motion to close the hearing to the public?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Before we begin our reorganization meeting, are there any council comments?
Yeah. Wanna go this way?
Ed had his hand up first.
Took me away, blew me away. I would expect that. And I wrote something too, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it, so. I think it's suffice to say that, you're right, we spent a lot of time together, and I don't know if there's ever been 2 running mates in the history of River Edge who spend as many hours talking about the issues and what we think would be good for the town, how we're going to fix it. And I think through all those discussions, you forced me to think through positions, defend my opinions, and I was a better councilman for it, and I think River Edge is a better place because of you. Teddy Roosevelt said the credit belongs to the man who's in the arena, and it's a testament to your dedication to River Edge and your desire to improve the quality of life by even undertaking the rigors of a campaign in the midst of having a new baby, moving, major construction, and everything else that was going on. And we're glad you took up that challenge, and we know you relish debate. You may have been a little bit excitable at times, but you're always well-reasoned and passionate in your positions. And I'm going to miss your insight, your common-sense approach to problem-solving, and I'll continue to advocate the same things that were concerned of you: fiscal stability of the town, responsibility development, open, honest government. And lastly, it was Cicero, I believe, who said that there's no true friends in politics. But I've always been able to count on your support. Even when we didn't disagree, you'd call me out privately, and you always had my back. If that's not a true friend, I don't know what is. So thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Yep, Councilman Bartoloni, I want to thank you, and to piggyback on what Councilman Mignon said, a couple words that come to mind when I think of you is smart, hardworking, dedicated, and one heck of a cage rattler, but that's a good thing. Kind of to Councilman Mignon's point, also myself too, you forced me, whether I've told you or not, to reassess or look at my positions. And I think it's a healthy thing. That's what democracy is about. I know I personally don't want to be around yes men all the time. It's nice to have someone, again, put you on notice or, challenge your position. I think that's, again, a healthy thing. I don't know you on a personal level, but the little that I do know about you, I'd also say you're an excellent dad and an excellent husband. And in my closing remarks, I hope that you'll serve the community or this greater community at some point in the future again. So thank you.
I actually met Alphonse while I was still serving at the Big House, also known as the Riverdale Board of Education, when he married one of our better teachers. and her name changed. And I go, oh, okay, we got Bartoloni now. And little I knew that the way things would turn out, I'd be working with him, albeit only for 1 year. And I do agree with some of the comments made that sometimes you get to local issues and the blue and the red disappears, and you do realize that you're here to serve the town and the residents at large, whether they actually voted for you or not, but you're a town representative. And during my towing out period here on the council, in fact, I just finished to be a rookie. I'm entering my second year. Listening to Alphonse kind of made me aware of looking at things from more than 3 ways, that there is a fourth dimension to look at things. And while I cannot say I agree with everything that Alphonse kept predicating or preaching, at the very least, I have to admit that his presence on the council has indirectly made me, hopefully, a better council person to serve the town in an even better way. So I will miss him, and I also realize that that is the process. It's a very democratic process that we enjoy in this great country. So, Alphonse, I hope we are becoming friends, and I hope we will continue this way. And I wish you the best as a father and a husband and an attorney and just a town resident. Thank you, Alphonse.
Thank you. And I would like to say, oh, go ahead.
I just want to say, believe it or not, I'll miss you. I'll meet you at Pancho's Monday when we don't have a meeting, 2 for 1. Thank you for everything, really. You are passionate, and your work is appreciated on the Finance Committee. Drafting that financial statement was great, and believe it or not, I do like a good scuffle, so you will be missed. Thank you.
I also want to echo everything that's been said. I want to thank you for your service. I also enjoyed debating and arguing with you, sitting next to you. I think you're wrong about my singing voice, though. And I want to congratulate you. I think your contributions to the Finance Committee and bylaws will carry forward as a legacy. And so I want to thank you for that. And thank you for sitting next to me and being there with us for the borough.
And I just want to say that I know Alphonse both professionally as an attorney, because we deal in the same area of the law, so I've got to know him professionally on that side, and he's just as passionate when he handles particular legal issues as he is when he's up here on the dais. He's much more agreeable when he's practicing law as opposed to when he's up on the dais. I enjoyed the debate. I remember one particular debate that we had that was an extended debate where Alphonse took the minority position, which he's done on several occasions. But at the end of the debate, he voted with the majority. And I was wondering, is Al just doing this as an academic exercise because he likes to debate, or did he really come around with his thinking? But it shows that the man can think on his feet, which is always a very valuable asset and something that we appreciate up here when we have to test our rationale for doing things. And Al will take that position that makes us test our theories before we put them into practice and take the final vote. So, Al, I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
And can I have a motion to adjourn the SINE DIE meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great.
Al, have another bill here. That's all I have to say here.
You can give it to Vito.
No, you gotta have it.